you utilize your voice to try to defame and discredit somebody that's trying? Because maybe we don't know. I ain't got it all right. Sometimes I'm a march. Sometimes I'm a hold a rally. Sometimes I'm a hold round table meetings. Sometimes I'm going to the hood.
So YouTube family, Mysonne decides to care. Mysonne claps back at Hassan Campbell and Whack 100 for alleged disrespecting him on Clubhouse. Hear his response. He gives a quick one. I just need y'all to hit that like, hit that notification bell, and rock out with the most winningest team out here. I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Salute, gang.
These kids who are trying to do something, then you are part of the problem. I don't care who tells you something. These young boys with you haven't started an organization. You've done absolutely nothing, but you utilize your voice to criticize and disrespect and cause disharmony with other people who are trying to do something. Then you are part of the problem. I don't care who tells you something else. You think you're calling somebody out. That you're not calling anybody out. What you're doing is you're incentivizing and trying to antagonize other people and question their manhood and test their ego and manhood, which will eventually result in some level of violence. That's what happens. When you disrespect a man and you invite him to your dick and you call him out his name and you call him all these things, and you don't even have an issue with the man, you're creating violence. You're not doing anything. These kids are watching you and they're seeing this and they're realizing that this is a strategy that you're utilizing. So when you're a grown adult man with kids, 3 or 4 kids that's watching you, and that's how you choose to resolve all of your disagreements, is people that you just don't agree with, not because they did anything morally wrong to you, not because they've harmed you, not because they've threatened your life. But if that's how you utilize your voice, then you are one of the problems. If you get on Instagram and you just want fame, and that's it. If you just want attention, if you're mad because you're not getting enough attention from people, so now you want to discredit who they are and what they do when you're not doing anything, you're part of the problem. You're not helping these young kids. You're not doing it. If every time somebody gets shot, all you do is talk about how stupid they are and how much they deserved it and all of this shit, you're not helping anything. What you're doing now is making yourself a target for somebody who is angry. You're not doing anything. If you're not able to acknowledge the traumas that poverty is violence, if you're not able to understand that what these young kids are dealing with is incentivized violence, that attention is the new drug, at any level of notoriety is what y'all made them believe it is, because that's what y'all do. You grown ass men sit in Clubhouse for 6 hours, you sit on the internet for 40 hours and talk about other men all day and disrespect other men just for some level of notoriety. You're the problem. You're not helping anything. There's no level of help. It's not positive. Anybody that's telling you that you sitting on Clubhouse or coming on Instagram or sitting on YouTube talking about other grown men, disrespecting them, calling them out their names because you don't like them, is helping somebody, is positive, is lying to you. If anybody tells you that you sit on Clubhouse all day and because you can bring 500 people to a room because you disrespect and talk negatively about somebody that's doing something, trying to do something, maybe they ain't got it right. Maybe we all ain't got it right. You know, maybe we all ain't got it right. But when you utilize your voice to try to defame and discredit somebody that's trying, because maybe we don't know. I ain't got it all right. Sometimes I'm a march. Sometimes I'm a hold a rally. Sometimes I'm a whole round table meeting. Sometimes I'm going to the hood. Sometimes I'm invest my money. I'm gonna write a book about it. I'm gonna do something that I think is going to contribute to stopping what I think is wrong. If you think by trying to diminish me or anybody else or talk down on me is going to help you or help any of these kids, you're sadly mistaken. It's coward culture. You are incentivizing coward culture. These kids get on these internets and they talk and they disrespect and they say the worst shit that they can say because it gives them attention. This generation has become attention whores. And you grown ass men are doing it. I don't just talk about, if I have a problem with something that somebody said and I say something about what they said, I don't immediately go to calling you fake this and fake that. The reason why I had a problem with Akademiks is because I literally watched that man lead to the demise of 6ix9ine. I watched him. You go back 2 years ago, the videos I said, I'm like, damn, why is this man following this kid around and taping him disrespect and violate people and incentivizing it? And he told you on his podcast that the labels came to him, said, we want you to do for our artists what you did for 6ix9ine. And all he did for 6ix9ine was utilize his platform to showcase beefs that he was having openly to the streets. So my issue with him was that he was literally, purposely trying to capitalize over the demise of a kid who just didn't know no better, who was part of this culture that incentivizes any level of fame and attention. That this grown man who never been in the streets, don't have anything to do with the streets, is not gonna go to jail, was documenting, was on the front line documenting a kid throw his life away. And at no point did he say, you know what, I'm not doing that. And I kept saying that this doesn't make sense. This makes absolutely no sense that this man is publicly posting this shit up about these people and publicly I said it just doesn't make sense. So this is why I talked about him. When you see me talk about anybody, when I talked about Troy Ave incentivized and glorified a level of culture, right? About being a dope boy and all of this trap shit and all of this gangster shit. He talked about this every day. Every day. That's how he made his money, about all of this stuff. Got into a situation and decided at that point that not to utilize that time, right? Not to utilize that time he was dealing with that and say, you know what? Damn, I almost lost my life. Me living this lifestyle and promoting this level of bullshit almost got me killed. I'm fighting for my life. Somebody trying to kill me. At this point, you know what I should do? Is tell these kids, you know what? I'm gonna hold some level of accountability. I realized that the way I was living, no, but now you want to be a super thug and say all of this shit in the streets is a myth because you want to go and testify and tell on somebody, but you invited that energy. That was the energy that you brought off every day. Fuck this person, I'm gonna do this. You niggas is this, disrespected, arrogance. That's the energy you put out, and it came back to you. Now, rather than just acknowledging that and say, you know what, I'm gonna move different, you grab that energy more. And at that time, you disrespected a friend of mine's family. Publicly. Disrespected his mother after he lost his life. You did all types of bullshit. And at that time, I felt that I needed to speak on it. I felt that I had a platform, and I wanted to speak on that because I felt that that was some whack shit. I felt that a man lost his life who was a friend of yours, supposedly, and you utilized your platform to disrespect his family and say negative shit about his family publicly on a platform. I thought it was tasteless. I thought it was disrespectful. And since my man didn't have the same platform that I had, I wanted to utilize my platform to express the anger. In hindsight, should I have said what I said publicly? Probably I could have did it better. But I felt that it needed to be said. You know, and I still don't. The way everything about the man's energy is just off to me. So I made a conscious decision that I was going to address it there, and I was willing to deal with whatever came with that. Moving forward, I don't deal with that was about 4 or 5 years ago. Moving forward,
in the hip-hop industry, beef is almost unavoidable, and this beef is due to different reasons. Some beef over title.
That the way I address people that I don't agree with doesn't start in violence, right? It doesn't start in negativity. It doesn't start with you suck my dick. It doesn't start with calling you out your name. Unless you've done some shit that's so detrimental to me or to the culture that I feel that it needs to be said, but it's just not how I do it. Not because I don't like you. You know, not because I don't like you. Not because we have a difference of opinion. I have a difference of opinion with a lot of people. You know? But I don't start off my energy by inviting the man to my private parts and threatening his life and threatening to put my hands on him. So every day, you know what I'm saying? Every day, I'm watching you grown ass men. I'm watching you grown 40 plus ass men get on the internet and do anything for notoriety. Say whatever you possibly can say to get some level of notoriety. You don't care who you affect. And the thing is, right? The thing is, you don't really want what comes with that because you're not outside, because you don't go up to those individuals and say it in their face, right? But what it is you making them think that. And these kids is really still outside. So they engaging in the lifestyle that you niggas is selling from your living room. They're like, oh, such and such is tough. He on the internet every day telling nigga he want to fight and tell nigga to suck this, and he pulling up and he got his gun and where y'all at and this and that. Not knowing that you doing something for fame. You doing shit for likes. You doing shit so niggas can subscribe. They living a life based on some fake shit that you projected. And they losing their life. You grown ass men ain't even giving proper examples of how to deal with conflict as men. You niggas ain't knuckling up, shaking their hands afterwards, going your opposite way. It's nothing manly about none of the shit that's going on. So when I'm watching these little kids die and watching them shoot, I'm like, what vision of manhood do they have to do something different? Shout out to Drewski, man. Shout out to Drewski. It's sad to me, and as much as I love Drewski, Drewski is a white boy. He white chocolate, but he a white boy. It's sad to me that it took a white boy to say, you know what? I'm not playing that. I'm not playing no drill music where you talking about doing something to our. I'm not incentivizing, I'm not promoting, I'm not marketing these kids kill themselves. I'm just not gonna do that. But we haven't had black people saying that. We ain't got black DJs that say, you know what, I'm just not gonna do that. I don't give a fuck who said the song is hot. I know that these niggas got real beef. And me, I don't need that blood on my hands. I don't want it on my hands. Because it ain't that much, it don't benefit me. It don't benefit me that much. It ain't that much. I don't need views that much. When do niggas say, you know, I don't need views, I don't need likes, I don't need followers. I don't need that much to watch these kids keep killing themselves. Because I'm playing the song that's pretty much inciting motherfucking more violence and murders in this community. A lot of these kids think that that's the only way they're gonna get out, but they don't. Start incentivizing positivity. Start incentivizing some shit. Make these kids feel like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna say some shit that even if it's pain, it ain't gonna be some shit that I know that the ramifications behind what I just said is gonna make somebody feel like they gotta retaliate to kill me. Like, because I'm more of a man than that. You niggas is too scared. You niggas want to be cool with these kids so much that you can't even tell them the truth, that that's some sucker shit. I don't give a fuck who it is. I'll look a young nigga in his eye and say, yo, bruh, love you to death, but ain't nothing cool about that. You see what I just put on my page? I don't respect the shooter no more. I realize he the coward. That ain't a popular opinion. I don't need to be popular. I'm not disrespecting anybody per se, so I'm not calling out any individual name. Cause for what? But when you start taking the message, see, my thing is against gun violence. It ain't against anybody. I don't have war or drill music. No, some of the shit I like. But when you start talking about people that you actually robbing and killing, how you think that makes sense? How have you rationalized getting on a public forum talking about somebody that you shot and killed 2 days ago and think there's not going to be either you go to jail or somebody try to kill you tomorrow? How? This is why I started this initiative boycotting black murder. Because we gotta be intentional about this shit. Like, we gotta be intentional. I think every artist right now, I don't give a fuck who you are, every artist should want to be a part of this campaign. We've been in these streets, man. If you're a nigga from the streets, especially if you're older, than 30 years old and you've been in these streets, even if you're older than 25, man, and you got out of the streets. You lost people in this war. You've seen people die, go to jail, that's never coming home, and you got an opportunity that you made it out and you can feed your family, right? And you can change the circumstances, and you can give your children opportunities that you never had. If you can do that right now, and you still engaging in some shit that's detrimental to your life, you're probably the dumbest person ever. You're probably the dumbest person on ever. You know, and I don't mind. Listen to me. I don't mind going against the grain.
Introducing eBay's Authenticity Guarantee for trading cards. Now, no matter what you collect, our third-party authentic.
Make sure you guys subscribe to I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Make sure you rock out with the most winningest team out here. The I Smoke Hip Hop Live platform is contributing to winning.